Today we count down the top 10 practical effects ever in movies. These aren't just any effects, these are the ones that made you believe the unbelievable. They've tricked, amazed, and left audience in awe for decades. We'll show you how these tricks were pulled off and why even today filmmakers still look back at these techniques instead of just using computer graphics. You'll discover why some of these old school methods might never get old. In this video, we start with the groundbreaking effects from classics, move through the game changers of the 90s, and end with a look at recent films that still champion these real life tricks. Check the timestamps to explore sections you're most excited about. And let's kick things off with what practical effects really are. Think of them as a handmade magic in movies, way before computers took over. These are the real tangible tricks that filmmakers crafted on sets, like robots, makeup, and explosions that you could actually touch and feel. Why are they special? They're like a homemade meal versus fast food. They bring a warmth and realism that computer effects often can't match. So, as we roll through our top 10, watch out for the creativity and sheer craft that made these effects not just cool but legendary. Kicking off our list at number 10, we have the creepy, cool, and American werewolf in London. Now, imagine being able to watch a man turn into a werewolf right before your eyes. That's exactly what the movie did, without any digital tricks. Using pioneering makeup and prosthetics, the transformation scenes in this horror flick weren't just makeup, they were like watching magic happen. This wasn't just a big deal for its time, it forever changed the horror scene, setting the bar high for makeup effects and giving us all a few good scares along the way. Next up at number 9 is the dinosaur extravaganza Jurassic Park. Ever wondered how those dinosaurs looked so real? Well, it wasn't movie magic but animatronics that brought these ancient beasts to life. These weren't your run of the mill robo dinos, they were built with such detail that they could blink, snarl, and even chase you. Well, on screen at least. Spielberg didn't stop there. He mixed these incredible robots with some of the earliest CGI to make everything even more jaw-dropping. This blend wasn't just groundbreaking, it set a whole new standard for bringing creatures to life in movies, making us believe, even if just for a moment, that we could really walk with dinosaurs. Moving on to number 8, we journey to Middle-earth with The Lord of Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring. Did you ever wonder how Gandalf looked so much bigger than Frodo despite the actors being around the same size? That's all thanks to a clever trick called forced perspective. By arranging the actors and set pieces in just the right way, filmmakers made characters look larger or smaller than life without any digital resizing. This old school camera trick helped pull us into the fantastical world of Middle-earth, making the size differences between hobbits and wizards believably magical. At lucky number 7, we have Inception, where your world might turn upside down, literally. Remember that mind-blowing fight scene in the rotating hallway? That was no computer game. It was a real spinning set. Christopher Nolan and his team built a massive hallway that could rotate 360 degrees, allowing the actors to tumble and fight as if gravity had left the building. This groundbreaking approach didn't just look cool, it felt real because it was real. The actors' genuine struggle with the shifting gravity adds an extra layer of authenticity to the action, making it one of the most unforgettable scenes in movie history. Next at number 6, we blast off to a galaxy far, far away with Star Wars Episode 4 A New Hope. Ever marvel at those epic space battles? Well, those weren't just models on strings, they were brought to life through motion control technology. This tech allowed filmmakers to repeat the same camera movement with precision, making every spaceship battle feel dynamic and thrillingly real. It was a game changer not just for Star Wars but for the entire science fiction genre, pushing the boundaries of what visual effects could achieve on the big screen. Before we dive into the chilling effects of our another film, let's pause for a moment. Out of these effects we've looked so far, which one has blown your mind? Is it the starships of Star Wars or maybe those realistic dinosaurs from Jurassic Park? Drop a comment below and let us know your pick. It's always fascinating to hear what catches your eyes. Sliding into number 5, The Thing takes us to the chilling extremes of creature horror. Using animatronics and puppetry, the film presented alien transformations so grotesque and lifelike that they left audiences squirming in their seats. These aren't your typical rubber monsters, they were meticulously crafted pieces of horror that continue to influence how creatures are brought to life in movies. The practical effects used in The Thing have set a high standard for realism in horror filmmaking, making it a true masterclass in special effects. For number 4, let's throw it back to 1963 with Jason and the Argonauts. Imagine bringing a bunch of skeletons to life without a single bit of computer help. That's exactly what they did using stop motion animation. This method is like creating a flip book but with physical models. Move a skeleton slightly, snap a picture, and repeat a lot. The result? Those skeletons seem to move all by themselves in a sword fighting frenzy. It was a meticulous labor of love that set a standard for special effects and inspired countless animators and filmmakers to push the limits of their own creativity. So, sliding into the top 3, Terminator 2 Judgment Day mixed everything but the kitchen sink to wow audiences. James Cameron didn't just settle for one type of effect. He threw in practical effects, miniatures, and some of the earliest CGI to create those jaw-dropping action sequences. Remember the liquid metal T-1000? That was a combo of clever camera tricks and groundbreaking computer graphics. This film did not just push boundaries, it blasted through them, showing the world what's possible when you mix old school craftsmanship and new school technology. Now at number 2, we take a giant leap to 2001: A Space Odyssey. This isn't just any science fiction, bro. It's a masterpiece that redefined the look of space on screen. Stanley Kubrick and his team crafted spacecraft models with such incredible detail that they felt not only futuristic but entirely believable. These designs weren't just cool, they set the standard for how space travel could be visualized, inspiring movies for decades to come. It's like they reached into the future and brought back a slice of space travel with them, setting the bar sky high for realism and technical precision in film. And finally at number 1, the film that started it all, A Trip to the Moon. Imagine being in 1902 when cinema itself was still a baby. Georges Méliès, I hope I'm pronouncing his name right, did not just make a movie, he made magic. Using miniatures, theatrical machinery, and clever camera tricks, he created iconic scenes that continue to enchant viewers more than a century later. His film is truly the cornerstone of visual storytelling and magic and practical effects in cinema. It showed the world how far imagination and a few ingenious tricks could take us, paving the way for everything we've celebrated in our countdown today. And there you have it, our tour through the top 10 practical effects that have not just shaped cinema but turned it into a doorway to other worlds. Each of these films showcases the unique magic that practical effects bring on the screen, real, tangible, and often breathtaking. We've seen how these techniques not only challenge filmmakers but also enchant audiences, allowing us to believe in the unbelievable. I encourage you all to watch or rewatch these films, appreciate the artistry, the ingenuity, the passion behind every effect, because understanding these crafts adds a whole new layer of awe when you next settle in for a movie night. And now I'd like to hear from you. Which of these practical effects blew your mind, or is there another movie effect that holds a special place in your heart? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this journey through movie magic, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more amazing content, and share this video with your friends who geek out over cinematic wonders just like we do. Until next time, keep your eyes on the screen and let the movies keep you dreaming. Bye.